Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be doing the soulmate weekly reading for the sign of Gemini. Alright guys, so I do apologize for the delay getting this out to you. Alright, so this reading is going to be for the 25th to the 31st for Scorpio who is with their soulmate. Got a lot of readings coming out this week. I'm going to be doing the monthlies and putting them out for y'all. I got to do the rest of these soulmate readings, and then we're going to start all over again on Sunday with the weeklies and the soulmates. So a lot of readings getting ready to get uploaded. And what do we have? Getting to know each other. All right, Scorpio. And we have romantic feelings. Wow. Alright, so we pulled 2 cards for the soulmate readings. Alright, and we're going to pull 2 animal spirits. Now, you may or may not resonate with either or of the messages, and the same with the animal spirits, alright? Take what you can that does apply to you, right, and throw the rest away. We all know these readings can't be for all Scorpios who have found their soulmates, right? But we're just going to look at the forecast this week for you, Scorpio, with 2 animal spirit energies. Now, the weeklies, I do pull 3. But here we're talking about you and another person, and we have the otter. Beautiful energy. Wow. Very, very lovable. And the rabbit, oh my God. It's so cute. The rabbit energy. All right, so that is so beautiful, Scorpio. Otter is actually water energy and rabbit is earth. And yeah, getting to know each other, romantic feelings. Your rabbit may be feeling a little, you may be resonating with the rabbit or the otter, Scorpio, right? But the rabbit is the one who's feeling a little skittish, a little nervous. They're a little apprehensive. They may have been a little bit insecure around you, right? So the rabbit may be fishing for a little bit of compliments, right? They can be very overwhelmed. I started with the rabbit instead of the otter because I think it's so adorable, because the rabbit is the one that always loves to remind his friends of how the eagle's one day gonna swoop him down and gobble him up, right? So the rabbit is just really fearful, right? And he can often get himself spun up into a real frenzy of nerves, right? So just either of you are just a nervous wreck this week, and it just could be because you're getting to know each other. This is why I think it's so cute, because a lot of times rabbit energy, when we're talking about in general life, yes, it's not good to be always this skittish and nervous, but when we're talking about a love connection, a soulmate connection, and just getting to know each other, I think this is definitely for you Scorpios who are just now meeting a soulmate, and either you or your soulmate is really worried this week about getting it wrong or embarrassing themselves or getting hurt, right? I think you're going to really be talking about your feelings a lot this week, in as much as getting to know each other, and it's just a little bit nerve-wracking, right? Now we have the otter, which is also so beautiful in this connection, because first of all, these two are very sort of compatible, right? Because the otter makes the rabbit feel better. The otter is like very playful and contented and joyful. They're not worried about anything, right? Otter is like the most joyful creature in the deck, right? So it's like absolute bliss. So one or the other of you are like experiencing this like really, really contented feeling and happy feeling, and the other person is just a mess. Alright guys, sorry about that. To clean off or do something with this camera lens, because it was just causing this really weird haze on the video. So, yeah, so your otter is looking at your rabbit like, yo, Why are you so worried, right? And the rabbit is like caught in the headlights, right? And I just can't stop giggling about this combination because it feels very sweet. The feelings are extremely romantic. You guys get really, really cuddly this week. It's very physical, right? And so as well with the otter is the kind of creature that has no doubt, right? No worry, no skepticism. And so the otter, when the otter gets around the rabbit, the otter looks at the rabbit really kind of like, wow, you know, like, I can't believe you're so, like, nervous. You know, everything's going to be okay. And I think this is really great energy in a lot of ways between the two of you. You make each other feel really good this week. So let's get into the spread. This is, of course, really nice, sweet, very cuddly, very playful, very affectionate. Lot of sex. Don't get it twisted. You know, what do we know about rabbits? You know, rabbits do enjoy being physical, being sexual, you know. So let's get your spread out and see what's going on with you and your person. We're going to pull 2 cards each for your person's identity and yours, how your person sees you, how you see them, and how you both see the relationship. All right? All right, what's going on with our lovely Scorpio and their soulmate connection this week? Really, really sweet energy. Let's see. Your person is identifying with 3 of Wands. And you are identifying with 10 of Wands. Your person sees you as the 13. Wow, okay. Death card. And you see them as the 5 of Swords. Your person sees you as the 3 of Swords, as the relationship as the 3 of Swords, and you view the relationship as 9 of Cups. All right, Scorpio. So some of you, it's definitely your person who's nervous, who's who could be feeling very skittish. Let's just get right into it. This is so interesting. So your person is actually identifying with 3 of Wands, and you're identifying with 10 of Wands, Scorpio. So your person is exhibiting a lot of patience, and you've come out of a really difficult time, Scorpio. It could be that your person has really been waiting for you. 3 of Wands is about wanting to go out and follow your desires and ambitions, but being forced to have to wait and being forced to be patient. So they're identifying with patience. Could be that your person wants the relationship to move faster than it's moving. And you're still coming out of a 10 of Wands, so it's interesting. You're still coming out of a difficult period from before you meeting this person. All right, 10 of Wands is indicating the end of a period where you've carried a lot of guilt, a lot of burden, a lot of hang-ups, and issues to do with low self-esteem can be part of 10 of Wands. But you're ready to lay them down now. This time is gone. You have gone through the hardship, and you're ready to lay down any lingering baggage associated with it. And your person has very much been waiting for you, to do that. Because they're identifying with 3 of Wands. They're over here, like, patiently looking at the clock like, hey, baby, Scorpio, have you figured out yet what you want? Have you laid down all of that baggage you were carrying for so long so that you can get on with things with us over here? And they're being very patient, but it is interesting that you're still kind of going through the last kind of death rattle of a period before, which is really taking a toll on you, Scorpio. Your person may not have realized that, right? So in this way, we'll see, because you guys may be switching back and forth with this otter-rabbit relationship, I want to say, because the cards kind of indicate both energies on both sides. Now, your person, how does your person see you, and how do you see them? This is where it gets interesting. Your person sees you as transformation. They see that their life is going to change through you, right? You do something for them that causes them to sort of want to change themselves as well. Death is associated with the 13 major arcana, but death is transformation, but it's on all levels. It's when we talk about a spiritual, emotional transformation, a transformation that reaches to our physical, so we may be moving. Sometimes the way we're living physically changes, right? It's really kind of an all-pervasive change, right, in who we are. And your person sees that in you. So it could be that they're seeing you change. They've seen a great amount of transformation in you. It could be that your person has seen and known you through this whole Ten of Wands period, and this is why they're exhibiting so much patience. Because they've seen you. This person may have been a friend of yours. Your relationship has most recently changed. Because it's interesting for them to absolutely identify you with transformation. So they know in a way a lot about the road that you're on, right? And so yeah, of course they're exhibiting a lot of patience. You, however, you see them as Five of Swords. So Five of Swords can be a defeat, right? It can feel like a defeat, but Five of Swords can also be sort of the card for cheating, right? It can be the card. Five is anyway a power struggle, but with Five of Swords we get like this kind of mental power struggle, right? It could be that your person, that you see them as someone that you're constantly like having a battle of wills with, someone that you're that you two, and I'm not sure if you enjoy that with this individual or not, right? But you see them as that. So it does feel like you have this kind of like, you see them as an adversary, right? Now, I don't know if you feel that strongly about it in terms of, normally Five of Swords talks about hollow victories, right? And defeat as well. It talks about somebody who's willing to cheat to get what they want. But it can also be like, can also be very kind of like just that kind of banter, that back and forth digging at each other, because it's in a way it's one-upmanship, right? It's like, nah, I won. It's that kind of energy. Do you see what I'm saying? So sometimes it depends on the energy. It can be very severe when people sort of like, go, use certain means to kind of bring you down, mess with your job or things like that, right? But it can also be a kind of, a little kind of battle back and forth sometimes, especially when you're in a love relationship. And for you, Scorpio, I think you see that. I think that you do feel a little bit of a battle of wills here with this individual, right? You certainly see them as a Five of Swords. And it could also be that you see it in terms of like a victory, like that being with this person to a certain degree is like, wow, after all of the bullshit, this is after all of, you may have seen a sense of rivalry to get to this person, right, with other individuals and things like that, right? And so you feel kind of, I want to say you see them as, even though you care for them, you see them as like a sense of angst always wrapped up in being with them, because of the type of person that they are. They're the type of, whoever you're dealing with is the type of person that certainly is giving you pushback. It's not going to be easy to sort of like tell them what you want them to hear and get them to believe whatever. And, because Scorpio is a very dominating sign, dominating the relationship, right? And so I just feel like you see this person as not necessarily an easy victory. Not an easy person to win over, not an easy person to have a battle of wills with, right? And this may actually be a turn on for you. I don't know. All right, you'll have to think about that one for yourself, because there's definitely a lot of romantic and blissful feelings here, but there's also feelings of worry and angst and anxiety when we talk about the Rabbit. So now how do you see the relationship? We have a Three of Swords for your person and Nine of Cups for you, Scorpio. So your person's worried about possibly having a heartbreak here, They're worried a little bit about being disappointed. Okay, and so this is where we then go back into rabbit energy. This is where your person may be exhibiting a little bit of rabbit energy in a sense that they may have been hurt in the past, right? They may have been hurt by you in the past. You may have inadvertently hurt them. Certainly if you guys have been friends for a while, which it does seem to indicate that before this relationship ascended to a soulmate relationship, that you guys may have just known each other for a long time and been friends. You may have inadvertently hurt this person before. You guys may have sort of been dating before or been in a relationship before that didn't really ascend to this level, and maybe they were hurt and you didn't realize it, because you see the relationship as a Nine of Cups, which is your wish fulfillment. You see this relationship as your ultimate wish fulfillment. This is the relationship you've been wanting. Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment in the sense of getting what you've always wanted, getting what your heart's desired, you know, being completely like, oh wow, you know, this is what I've always wanted to have. Now, sometimes what we always wanted to have is really in line with who we are, and we get it and very quickly ascend to 10 of Cups, right? But sometimes it takes a while because of what it is that our true wish was for, right? But in this case, this relationship, the dynamic and everything about it, ultimately is satisfying for you, is ultimate satisfaction for you. So if anything, your person is resonating with rabbit, and certainly satisfaction on this level has got to be resonating with otter. So you're the very happy, blissful one this week, Scorpio. And you may need to just tell your rabbit how you feel, you know, that you're happy. It could just be a case of you guys getting to know each other, like it says, right? So, this is going to be it for the weekly soulmate reading for Scorpio for the 25th to the 31st. This is a really sweet, lovable reading for you too. Now, we're going to stop here on YouTube. Of course, if you want to go into the extended reading, that's going to be on Patreon. And right after I say goodbye to my YouTube watchers, we're going to go right into the extended video, and in that video we're going to pull a couple of Thoth deck cards, and we're going to pull some oracle cards to see how to handle the situation this week. But if you're stopping here, thank you so much for coming by to Bow and Arrow Tarot, checking out the Scorpio Soulmate Weekly Reading. If it resonated with you, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, hit that bell. But for right now, Scorpio, I love you so much. Have a wonderful week with your rabbit, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.